Hello everyone. This work is about clustering sequences of multidimensional sets of semantic elements. In particular, we propose a new similarity and clustering process for comparing complex semantic sequences. I'm Clément Moreau, and this is a joint work with Alexandre Chanson, Véronica Peralta, Thomas de Vogel, and Cyril de Reims from the University of Tours. Firstly, we define what is a sequence of multidimensional sets of semantic elements. For example, consider a music. This one can have many properties like its musical genre, the artist who sing, the languages, the period of the album, and other many properties. These informations form multidimensional sets of semantic elements, which here qualify the song. And furthermore, if we consider a user who listens many musics, then his playlist forms a sequence of multidimensional sets of semantic elements. Therefore, our goal is to produce formal methods, measures, and process in order to compare this kind of sequences of complex semantic entities in order to extract some prototypical patterns and user behavior. In this presentation, the sequences will not concern music playlists, but touristic journeys. In particular, the complex semantic elements are, in our cases, touristic entities like point of interest, event, etc. For example, consider a tourist who has the following trip. He starts his day by a visit of the Chaumont Castle and Garden. Then he goes to the Tintin exhibition in the Cheverny Castle. He visits the Chambord Castle, and finally he finishes the day by a nightlight show in the Blois Castle. Therefore, how can we represent formally such kind of semantic entities, and how can we compare them? More than that, our final goal is to produce a methodology to compare such sequences in order to form clusters and extract some prototypical touristic behavior. Let's consider an example to summarize and clarify the different notions. Suppose we want to compare the two following entities with the three dimensions, the activity done by the user, the architectural style of the point of interest, and the type of place. Firstly, the question is how to compare semantic elements or simply concepts like park and garden and castle. To this end, we propose to use a set of knowledge graphs, or also called ontologies, to represent concepts proximity. In this particular case of touristic application, we use the data tourism ontology. And thanks to this kind of representation, we can use a similarity based on shortest paths in graphs and lowest common ancestor, like the Wu-Palmer similarity, to compute the similarity between these two concepts. Now the following step is to compare sets of semantic elements. For example, let's consider the sets castle and park and garden and just castle. For this purpose, we propose to use the Al-Kidi measure, which is an extension of the Wu-Palmer similarity for sets of concepts. It is based on the maximal comparison of concepts in each set, and then it aggregates the result of the similarity, here's the Wu-Palmer similarity, by a mean weighted by the cardinal of each set. Thus, and because this measure is based on means, it is robust to outlier concepts and particularly convenient in case of small sets of concepts. Finally, to compare global multidimensional sets of semantic elements, we have to take into account each dimension of the entities. Formerly, entities noted sigma in the rest of the presentation and which represent, for example, a visit in the Chaumont Castle and Garden or a nightlight show in the Blois Castle, can be represented such as the Cartesian product of the power set of each ontology. And therefore, to compare the two previous entities, we propose to simply aggregate the different scores from the Alkidi measure for each dimension thanks to a function like a weighted mean or a maximum. Now, since we can compare complex semantic entities, we have to compute a similarity between sequences. And one of the most used measures for strings and sequences comparison is the edit distance, also known as the Levenshtein distance, which computes the number of edit operations to transform one sequence into another. And in our work, we use the contextual edit distance, which is a generalization of this classical edit distance. Indeed, the contextual edit distance involves a context-dependent cost named gamma, which is defined such as a linear combination between the classical Levenshtein cost and a context-dependent cost which uses a similarity between symbols in the sequences. Here we use the similarity previously defined and a contextual vector which quantifies the fuzzy notion of closeness between symbols. Therefore, the context of the two sequences is considered similar if for every edit operation, symbols are spatially close and similar. This generalization of the edit distance is particularly interesting for sequences with repetitions, and it is robust to permutations. Moreover, these properties are particularly useful for sequences like semantic trajectories, and in our case, touristic tribes are semantic trajectories, and also for human-made activities where it is proved that elements in this kind of sequences are usually repeated and similar. Therefore, previous similarities combined with a clustering process provide two main applications. Firstly, it provides a comprehensive global view of the complex modern travel ecosystems and unlocks fresh insights into how travelers research and book their holidays. And it gives a needs-based approach to examining travelers' typologies and the motivations that drive travel behaviors. These 2 points are the core of the behavior analysis approach used to identify user habits and to design better recommendation and personalization tools. To test our approach, we designed a Randolph Markov-Walker based on a typology of 5 touristic profiles. Each one of them has a natural predisposition to visit some type of places in a given time of the day. Furthermore, the entities in the sequences are real instances from the data tourist ontology, and the sequences are realized with our random Markov-Walker, where at each step an entity is selected using a Bayesian probability according to the touristic profile and the step of the Markov process. In particular, a set of concepts is attached for each state of the random Markov process. With this methodology, we generated 250 sequences for our experiments, and all the code and further details can be found in our code lab. The main problem with previous methods and objects viewed in the presentation is that the topological space form is complex and it doesn't have a coordinate system. Therefore, if we want to use a clustering algorithm, we can only use methods which deal with arbitrary distances. To tackle this issue, we propose to use UMAP, a novel manifold learning technique for dimension reduction, to transform our complex space in a 2D Euclidean space. In summary, we applied our measure on the dataset of complex sequences, we obtained a distance matrix, and then we applied UMAP to transfer our topology into a 2D Euclidean space. Thanks to this approach, we can visualize sequences in the plane and we use classical clustering methods. According to previous methodology, we projected the sequences in the 2D Euclidean space using different measures. Colors represent touristic profile produced by the Randolph Markov generator. We immediately see on the figure on the left that the HUMA production combined with the contextual distance produces more compact and separate clusters. The table summarizes the Harris scores for the different combinations of measure and clustering process. We see that our approach, which involves the contextualized distance, outperforms other testing measures, and also the HUMA prediction greatly increases the different scores. To conclude this presentation, we summarize the different contributions of this paper. We propose a new generic similarity and clustering process for complex sequences of multidimensional sets of semantic elements. This similarity measure is based on knowledge graphs, and we tested our process on artificial sequences, but with real instances from the French touristic anthology Datatourisme. To the best of our knowledge, we are the first to propose a such combination of clustering process with UMAP and the contextual edit distance. The preliminary results are very promising, and in future work, we will to apply this process on real data from the different business fields, for example, music, fashion, or with real touristic tribes. Also, we will to include time perspective of the activities. This work is supported by the SmartWork project, which has received funding from the French Centre Val de Loire region. Thank you for your attention.